Amin, 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 amin.
Since the old age, human beings used languages and dialects as a way to communicate. Languages cover several different substances. They can be spoken, signed, or written. They were first spoken. Then humans needed to symbolize their thoughts by drawing and painting. In the ancient Egypt, for instance, the pharaohs had their own written language, which is called hieroglyphs, that contained a combination of logographic and alphabetic. A couple of thousand years before the pharaohs, Tuareg people lived in the heart of the Sahara Desert in southeast Algeria, a place called Tassili, Najjar. In Berber language means plateau of many rivers. That is a mountain range known with its prehistoric rock paintings. It's a unique site with a combination of geological and cultural elements which witness more humid periods than what South Algeria has known. Tassili Najjar is described as the largest storehouse of rock paintings in the world, and it has been protected by the UNESCO as a World Heritage Site since 1982.
Well, it was discovered first in 1910 and subsequently in 1933 by the French Lieutenant Bernans, who was one of the first to venture deep into the canyons of the Tassili during a police operation.
After these discoveries, did these paintings and engravings indicate information about the people who lived there?
Very much indeed. More than 15,000 cave paintings and rock engravings record the climatic changes, the animal migrations, and the evolution of human beings on the edge of the Sahara before 16,000 or 6,000 BC to be precise, to one of the first centuries of the present era. 8,000 years ago, as the last effects of the Ice Age could still be felt in Europe, Sahara used to be a fertile land, rich or with abounding fish, rich grassy hills, rather than a desert.
If this site has changed from a grassy hills to a desert throughout the years, how could such paintings last thousands of years without disappearing?
Most of these paintings were done on walls of caverns where the conditions like humidity and temperature helped protecting them for that long.
What the historian says is certainly new to me, as I'm not specialist in the history of all civilizations. However, I will try to ask some other questions to the public, and I will not find a better place than North African restaurants and coffee shops. After some research, I heard there is a coffee shop called Tassili in the heart of London, so I decided to go and find out myself. The Tassili owner was kind to meet me and talk me through his story with Tassili.
The idea was, when I was on holiday back home, I bought this thing while traveling. It was like a key holder, like beautiful piece of art, and it was having those rock paintings on it, and so there you go. It was some sort of an inspiration, and I've decided then to have that kind of theme in London, and I knew that it would work and English people would love that.
Okay, talking about your customers, what sort of feedback you get from them?
Amazingly, in 95, 96, it was my first venture in Tassili, and the feedback was brilliant. They just loved the place. They saw like there is, like some message, some culture in it. We had this theme of soup of the day, music of the day. They would come and eat something authentic, eat merguez panini, which is like Algerian sausage, or end up listening to some Cheb Khaled or Suad Massi, who is a famous artist, and basically is making their lunch visit more interesting. And that is why we have a message in the shops on the walls: escape, be yourself, and enjoy the Tassili experience.
Talking about food, are the food and the products you serve have any relation with the Algerian culture?
Yeah, absolutely. We have plenty of things. I was just mentioning merguez panini. French people can't live without it. It's a special Algerian sausage, very tasty. We have baklava. We have also homemade bread, which is made with roasted tomatoes and onions, and it's all made exclusive. And you can't dream in finding that whether in Pret-a-Manger or Starbucks. And also the authentic, how can I miss that, the couscous, or whether the hot dish or the authentic, couscous tabouleh as a salad, and plenty of other stuff as well.
Even though there are individuals trying to promote the Tassili civilization, this site will stay far from millions of people till they see the Tassili horizon with their own eyes.